knees and try to understand what the fuck is going on.
I guess, and you're live now, so yeah. So that's a good idea.
Hey YouTube and Balbarab, welcome back to another episode of
We're not on YouTube, you idiot!
Hey Twitch, I'm Balbarab, welcome to another episode of Balbarab Eats Ice Cream ASMR. As always, I'm your host Balbarab. Now sit back and enjoy the soothing sounds of you guys getting progressively more and more jealous of the fact that I have ice cream.
I'm kind of jealous already with the fact that you have
Right
ice
here,
cream.
this little baby is a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Oreo Cookie Dough and Caramel Blizzard from Dairy Queen. It's a medium size because I'm not a total fatso yet. And we're about a quarter of the way through. Now it looks like a third. Let's take a bite, shall we, and see how this tastes like. Mmm.
Should we just have a show called
Babble Rabbit's ice cream.
Babble Rabbit's random ice cream? We shouldn't try to guess
welcome.
what.
Kyle,
welcome to Babble Rabbits.
Yep. In this episode, I'm eating ice cream.
Sorry, welcome to what?
Babble Rabbit.
Eats.
Ah.
In this episode, I'm eating ice cream, and my goal is to make you guys jealous.
It's like diners, drive-ins, and dives, but worse.
Joke's on you. I'm about to grab an ice cream sandwich myself.
Kyle, air high five.
Wait! I can air high five too, cause I can do that too. So I'm gonna quickly mute myself to do it.
What?
Alicia, do not let yourself be one-upped.
I have ice cream in the freezer, but I'm right now eating my dinner.
That's fair.
Problem solved. Problem solved. I have ice cream sandwich. Oh, I probably should stream the game so people can actually see what's going on, shouldn't I?
Or we could just show a picture of ice cream instead.
I'm pretty jelly, yeah. Not gonna lie.
Actually,
no, you know what? I don't think it's gonna show on Twitch. So it's fine. No, it's fine, because I can show my camera, and I can show that I have ice cream. Oh no, it's bending! No!
This is what we subscribe to Kiko Nico on Twitch for.
Yeah, but Twitch can't actually see what's going on, so
this is what we spend our well-earned afternoons doing instead of like watching video games, watching some motherfucker with his ice cream.
You can watch me eat like one of those fucking bistro crostinis if you want.
No, I have an idea.
It'll be the newest Twitch craze. At first it was like the hot tub streams, and now it's the eating streams.
Okay, I have a real proposition for all of us here in the chat. Who's down to make a Twitch channel where all we do is just eat ice cream? The streams will last for maybe 15 minutes. It's just us sitting there staring directly at the camera eating ice cream.
I'm totally down.
No,
you know what?
Una's honest, except every day is either a different flavor or a different style of ice cream.
Ooh.
And then we do the channel at the end of the year. You gotta make it like Una's honest.
True.
What? I guess.
If my friend can be on a
Una's honest is
there's like
Latin,
a video
right?
podcast of them just eating in a bathtub, then I think we could do that.
So we got
Hey.
English to Latin, right? So
and snacks.
Hey, if Archie Game can do a live stream from a luxury tub and wash himself while wearing a suit, then we can totally do a stream about eating ice cream.
all right. This is the channel name: Unum Anum Unum Glacius Crepito. 1 year, one ice cream. What this means is we actually have to go and go 365 days eating the same ice cream. So
I don't know how I feel about that.
We gotta find a big fucking tub that won't expire in a year. That's not gonna happen.
Alright,
I mean, we can just get like by the week.
No, I was thinking like,
supply right away.
yeah, true.
Alright, it's up. I'm just gonna finish this sandwich and then we'll actually start playing.
What's up, fellow Vanguard nerds? It's your boy, Brad.
One too.
Wait, Kyle, how far are you now? Are you ahead of me?
I just started the trial for Case 4.
Okay, you've been actually going through. I've actually been sidetracking myself by not doing it.
Joke's on you! Guess what I'm doing?
You're eating ice cream?
Eating ice cream.
I was actually gonna say I'm playing through Professor Layton versus Phoenix, right? And I'm on the first actual Ace
Hey.
Ace Attorney part. But I'm not playing it right now. I'm just eating ice cream.
I'm playing an Ace Attorney game too, but I'm actually eating ice cream in the background.
I am here for the stream now.
Cameron, you need to be eating ice cream. It's an ice cream stream.
Tonight's
Tonight's
the ice cream stream.
You know what?
How
I don't
dare
have
you know
ice
what?
cream,
Cameron?
but I have a chicken Slovaki if that counts.
I don't know what that is.
Isn't that similar to what I said? I have a fucking crostini. Does that count?
You know what?
I'm
You
gonna
know
grab
what?
my chicken Slovaki. Just hold on.
Yeah, you better. I'm banishing you to the fucking Shadow Realm.
Welcome to the stream, everyone. We're actually just eating ice cream in the background.
Just eating ice cream
Except for
by
fucking,
herself.
except for fucking Cameron and Alicia. What
I
did they
have-
I'm
eat?
sorry.
I have my chicken Slovaki now. I'm good.
Alright, give me one good reason why I shouldn't banish your ass to the Shadow Realm.
Because a chicken Slovaki is made with tzatziki, and tzatziki is delicious.
Alright, spell that out here. I'm just gonna go and see how jealous I should be.
What? A chicken Slovaki? You
Chicken
wanna know how to
souvlaki? Is it
spell it?
Souvlaki?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, they're kebabs, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, chicken souvlaki's really good.
Slightly jealous. Just a bit. Alright, Alicia, your food. What are you
It's
what
a-
are you eating?
Well, it's a chicken Slovaki wrap, so it's wrapped in naan bread.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
I have a bag of frozen
like-
arrow bubbles.
Welcome to
That's-
chaos!
That's what we like to call the dinner of champions.
Yeah, there you
No,
go.
I
Problem
haven't eaten
solved.
my dinner. This is dessert.
I haven't eaten my dinner. This is my dinner.
Alright, we're gonna new game this because I don't feel like... Because I didn't get that far in the first game, so it's fine!
You gotta do New Game Plus.
It is new game. We're just... Hey, I don't have to read out subtitles! Nice.
Well, some of it.
No, it's fine. People can read English. If you can't read English, why are you watching the stream?
The fuck is English? I came here to learn Japanese. What's this English crap?
I mean, you could just read...
Speak Nihongo. I was playing this trial
Yeah, someone got shot.
before the stream, as Kyle knows, and
Mhm.
I was freaking the fuck out during this trial.
I don't remember what happened, so this is sort of all new to me. Oh my god, it's Phoenix O'Raito! It's Phoenix
It's
O'Raito.
Ryanosuke! Ryanosuke! Ryanosuke Naruhodo!
I'm gonna call him Phoenix wrong, just for English, just to make it easy on my English. We're gonna call him Phoenix wrong.
No, you need to call him Bizarro right.
Ah, that's a good
And when,
idea.
and when he says objection, he instead says approval. He sounds like Yoda.
I don't know if I want to read this because I have to provide. Then I have to provide my own voice again. It's like, you know what? Let's fine. Fuck it. Fuck a dish shoot. Not kidding. I'm not gonna Asian this shit.
Hey, Andrew,
What?
don't ever do that again.
I won't. I'll stop. I'm just gonna read this in English.
Wait, did someone?
I still can't believe this.
Dude.
I can't believe
Believe it.
this
This is
happening.
I think my soul just left my body.
Wait.
Doing that.
Leave it.
I
Leave it
think
for
I
a second.
just
Leave it for a
died
second.
internally. I'm pretty sure I just died internally.
I think I just died in.
Andrew, leave it for a second. I'm gonna go and put that English text into Japanese Google Translate. Hold on.
Oh my god, wait.
And then we're
I'm
gonna
telling
read
you.
this out in English. Wait, hold on. I have an idea. You know what we're gonna do for the stream? We're gonna have Google Translate just be in the background. I'm just gonna translate it.
No. So here, what you
No.
do? No. Hear me out.
So
Hear me
hold
out.
on, Andrew. You're gonna fan translate it back into its original language.
Exactly.
No. Hear me out.
Oh no! Damn it! It crashed.
Andrew.
No!
No!
Listen. Ready? So here's the
The
plan.
game crashed.
Listen up. Here's the plan. It's a great plan. It's so fucking brilliant that I did not come up with it.
Yeah.
So, you know Anakin Skywalker versus Obi-Wan Kenobi, but it's Google Translate in Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you're gonna do the Google Translate on the Japanese side. You're gonna type the English part of it. Hey, Andrew, you need to wait. You guys need to listen to this. This is good. This is good enough to be the fucking stream.
Oh! What the hell? It just decided not to crash. It crashed again. What the hell?
You ready, Andrew?
The hell's going on? Hold on.
You're ready.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm watching. Actually, I don't think I'm watching at all. Okay, hold on. No. Hold on, I'm gonna go mute the sound first. I don't know if the sure. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. I think I have it synced up to desktop sound.
Okay.
So you...
Okay. Yeah, one more time.
How can ITV just beyond the doors to this quiet little camber?
Ah, no, let's not do that. I don't like that.
What are you fucking talking about? It's glorious.
Yeah, you gotta listen to it in subbed, God.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
So one thing I have to say about this trial,
Third time's the charm. Or just don't crash.
the way that it was made by Japanese people and they just insult the Japanese language. It's kind of hilarious.
Oh, it's fucking glorious.
I still can't believe it.
And they're like,
You
the
gotta give
Japanese
the
language is
localization.
disgusting, and it's like,
There was such a cumbersome language.
Hey, that's like me making fun of myself on Quiplash.
Yeah, it makes
Hey.
sense.
Yeah.
I still can't believe it. Oh, no, okay, I'm gonna stop now.
What's the most
That's
annoying
so-
thing? Jeff every time he opens his mouth. Yeah, that was
Jeff.
funny. I wonder who put that. Oh, it was Jeff.
It was Jeff, yeah. I still can't believe it. I can't believe this is happening.
Can you use an Arnold voice for him?
How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? Yes, Arnold doesn't know Japanuru.
We're off to a very strong start.
Nani? I'm sorry, I just had to start. He started out with what? So I'm like, Nani.
Nani the fuck?
No, you gotta
Okay, you wanna be bailiff?
Honey, just who?
Skin. It's Papers, Please.
Okay,
He looks,
you want?
he looks like the kind of guy who would say Papers, Please to you. Let's be honest.
All right, who volunteers for bailiff? I guess
Probably not.
Jeff's eating ice cream, so.
Yeah.
Honey?
Oh, no, nothing. No, oh, sorry, I gotta do this right. Oh, nothing.
Save your glass, murderer. I am the Frenchman now.
I am sorry. I am sorry. My name is Inosuke Naruhodo, or also known as Arnold Wright, Ace Attorney. Yeah. I am a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident, and now here I am awaiting my trial.
That's enough.
Oh! Who wants to do that? I'm pretty sure I know who wants to do that.
It's my baby!
Oh god.
I love him.
Oh god. I just want to point out, from your end, it just cut out so badly.
Shut up.
Anyway,
I
who wants-
legit like ranted to Kyle. I'm like, but Kyle, Cosima, and he's like,
I mean-
I know.
it's impressive. He has his bandana is just blowing in the wind.
What wind?
That's how you know he's an awesome character.
Oh, exactly. That's the point, Jeff.
I know I'm not a boy, but I really want to do Kazuma because he's beautiful.
100% do it.
PG rated K stream. I'm joking.
He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer.
And who are you, monsieur?
I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today.
Lawyer?
Yes. And until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Baby, I love him.
Sacre bleu, just technicalities. Look at you, you have not even graduated yet.
And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Rhinosuke?
Oh, yeah, yes, of course. I am sorry. Also, my name is not that. My name is Arnold.
Arnie.
Just call me Arnie.
What are you apologizing for?
Oh, I guess that was not my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I am very sorry.
There you go again, apologizing. Just like always.
Ah.
So, I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yumei University professor murdered in cold blood by students. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
Of course not! You have to believe me! I did not do it! Follow me to the chopper! I mean, I could never murder someone. Yeah, I totally don't have a chopper outside.
Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high.
You mean, crack my bone? Okay.
I believe you. I know you're innocent, Inosuke.
This man is Kazuma Asogi.
Look at how epic he is.
This is my best friend, Kazuma Asugi. He's also a second year at the university that I used to go and attend education and stuff. But he is far more clever than I, a star student in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer that points finger. What the fuck?
Not that impressive.
What? You just interrupted my monologue. What the fuck?
The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet.
You said the exact same thing 3 days ago, idiot. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, truly. 3 days ago, yes, that was when all this started. Congratulations, friend! We shall drink vodka! Wait, hold on.
The fuck, vodka?
Comrade, have some more.
It looks like you're going to study abroad at last. Forget I said that last thing.
Congratulations, comrade. We're going to drink
I know.
vodka.
I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court.
So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world! I'm really happy for you and proud as your friend. You should have some more vodka. Here, I'll pour some into your teacup. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know his name.
What am I listening to? I love
He is a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura building around his temple.
I'll be right back. I'm getting
That
some water.
was Stevie right there.
Oh, sorry. I have my coffee in my mouth.
You okay? You seem to be stuffing your face with food.
No, it's that hot
Change
bod.
in our own legal system.
The hot bod is
No,
causing
that sword he
paralysis.
carries on his hip, it's not an actual sword, it's just souvlaki on a stick.
Kazuma carries around chicken Slovakia on a stick.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
That's
Problem
why I have
solved.
to cross the ocean to see the real.
See the real
chicken
chicken Slovakia with my own
The
eyes.
real chicken Slovakia with my own eyes. I need
Da
to go to Greece.
the heart of the American Empire. Sorry, I mean the British Empire. How I do long to see a place with British ladies and the Queen and stuff.
Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together.
If only it were that simple.
Oh
dear, look at that. You have wonderful eyes.
He's so proper. Cosmo is so proper. He's like, oh dear, look at the time. Like an old grandpa, and I love it.
What the fuck?
He's only 23. He's only 23.
Kazuma, you're so young. Why the fuck are you speaking like that? Come on. Alright, well I will. Alright, well I will stay here and drink more vodka. I like it. It's good stuff. I will see you later, friend.
Good idea.
So much for
not every day
immersion
you get to
today.
visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. My baby boy.
They don't say part. You know the shortened form of partner. It's pard. See you later, pard.
You were straight after that. I don't know. You were straight after that.
Is what's his name from the original game? Marshall. Is Marshall here?
No. That's a good question.
You're straight after that. That's when it happened.
Who wants to do that voice? Soki, may it have a word?
Wants to do the old man.
I'll do the old man, I guess.
Professor, I didn't know you were coming.
Well, this case has special significance to me. But never mind that for now. Azogi, you should go immediately to the judge's chambers.
To His Excellency's chambers? Why?
He was looking for you before. You're advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about the procedures today as a result. Who is this person? I feel as though I've seen... Who is this man? He is a mysterious being! And he's also pretty buff too.
Get to the chopper! Yeah!
What? Enter my mind, I forget where it's from, and it's like, who is this man? He is you.
Nani?
I see. I'll go at once then.
I guess you could do this too.
I shall accompany. Alright then, Randos, okay? I'll see you in the courtroom.
Yes, thank you very much, friend. Yes, thank you, lady.
Now you're about to have a conversation with yourself. Have fun.
This man is so awkward. Oh my god.
If I may.
Yes, of course!
You don't need to shout, but you must be the defendant, Arnold Reiter, I believe.
Yes, of course!
My name is Eugene Mikitoba. I am a professor of the forensic medicine at the university.
Wait. My name is Eugene Mikitoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at the university.
I found Mikitoba.
Ah, Professor Mikitoba. I feel like I've heard that person before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to let Kazuma study abroad.
So he told me about you. You and he are best friends. I understand.
Oh my god, that does not fit him so bad.
Fucking Swedish Stevie.
Swedish Stevie, is that you?
As such, I feel you should know.
No, what?
You're gonna fucking die, bitch.
Huh? What?
Well, as you know, not heard, the Sogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. Yeah. However, if he fucks up, well, then I'm gonna come into your house at night and strangle you in your sleep.
What? Sorry, Professor, could you repeat that? I didn't get that last part.
Okay, I'll take it really slow for you. If you are guilty, then I'm gonna come to your house and strangle you in your sleep.
What? Don't you mean, don't you, wouldn't the proper term be, I don't know, he just doesn't get to go abroad? Is that what?
Yeah, that too.
Can we just say that his permission will be revoked and then you don't have to strangle me?
I'm also gonna strangle you in your sleep.
Nani?
What the fuck is going on?
The Great Ace Attorney, ladies and gentlemen.
As I expected, you somehow passed the school.
What?
I had a feeling a Saga may not have chosen to tell you.
Huh? What? So you're telling me that this guy agreed to defend me, but if he fails, I will get dead? God damn it. But I don't understand. Why would government do thing? What happened to my English?
Oh, it's a very simple. We can just hire someone else. Yeah.
You can just hire someone else.
Swedish TV needs to clear his throat for a second. I'm not forcing you to do Swedish Stevie.
Persuade them to grant permission, even in the most
very difficult to persuade them to get the permission. Who the fuck is talking for me? Get out of here, not the Swedish Stevie.
Oh no, I do not believe such words.
It's Bizarro Stevie.
But I must. I did not do the murder. What the fuck's happening to my English? I did not commit the kill.
Oh yeah, sure. Keep it telling yourself that, murderer. That was a horrible accent. Murderer.
Okay, I'm gonna switch back to regular speaking voice. I don't want to keep doing
That's
Arnold.
okay. In the court, you will probably get the guilty, and the Soggy will go to prison. Why? Because he's gonna get a charge for strangling you in your sleep.
Sorry? What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm so fucking far off the script here that like I need to go find it again.
Okay. Let me go quickly look. Let's go look back for a second. No, we can go back. We can go back in time. Okay, let's go read the script.
Let me just check in the script. Okay, I go and I strangle him. I have Garrett wire that I got from Russia. Then I had the body. Oh wait, wrong again. Let me look again.
Excuse me, sir. I think you should be looking at this script, not that one.
Oh, give me that.
Here you go.
This one talks about me murdering someone.
No, wrong one. That's a different game. Here you go. Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Here you go.
This one talks about me robbing Private Island from blonde Colombian man.
Okay, can we seriously get a new person to play Mikitoba for a second here? Anyway.
What should I do, yeah?
I don't know whether
Why should I do, yeah?
be extremely concerned for your sanity.
Answer,
both.
yes.
The answer is both.
But then what should I do?
Well, not naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to conviction, yeah.
Right, so...
As soon as the trial starts, yeah, the judge will pose certain questions to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. Yeah, you must say, yeah, I do.
When the judge asks you a question, all you need to say is, yeah.
Yeah? But what will the question be? Surely not. Do you accept the accusations brought before you?
No, that's exactly the question.
That's me! Hold on, what are you doing? That's my line.
Accept the marriage brought before you between the other student who wants to
No,
go
that
to
is exactly the question. Let's be completely
Yeah,
fucking honest. That's the
Stevie
exact fucking
is,
question
yeah.
he's gonna ask.
Wait, who's the defendant? Who's the bail?
Defendant!
Okay, so keep all my positions.
Court's about to begin!
Proceed
Court
to
is
the
about to
courtroom at
begin.
once!
Viva la paz!
Who's speaking? You two are speaking at the same time, and I'm not talking about the bailiffs.
You know what? Malcolm's just gonna take my
challenge.
fucking...
Hold on, new challenge. The both of you have to say the lines at the same time.
Alright, let's do it.
No, you guys
Oh,
will be twins from every corner, everyone speaking perfect
Discussion's
unison.
about to be cut short, yeah.
So allow me to summarize. Don't the fuck up.
Must be the defense lawyer, yeah? Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours, yeah. What are you waiting for, monsieur? You do not want to be found guilty for failing to appear?
Since when are we French?
Get
No, this
moving!
case is
There's
all
no
over the
point
fucking-
in advocating for the likes of you anyway. Amanak, get moving!
This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder!
Steamy boyfriend relationship with you.
And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial.
You have won the
My one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would decide my destiny. Ah, there's an old judge. I called judge again because I want to do a different voice.
Trial number 1, the trial of the steamy butt buddy.
If it's alright, can I go call dibs on the prosecution?
Sure.
Yes.
So this is a courtroom.
And even in the courtroom, Kazuma's headband is still blowing in the wind.
Kazuma's headband is just always blowing in the wind is what I am
Yeah.
learning today.
Oh,
Court of... I don't know how to say that, so fuck that.
Jujitsu or something.
No.
Supreme Court of Jujitsu.
Jujitsu.
Supreme Court of Jujitsu.
Well, you can do jujitsu. Buddy, superstar Shia LaBeouf.
No. That is the martial arts school. They're next door.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry, it happens all the time.
No court in the land has more power.
He is dead. Shia surprised. There's
I don't much.
After your mom! Oh!
I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. Oh hey, look, it's the Ark of the Rising Sun! Oh wait, that's not until later.
Powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial.
A secret trial?
Well, that's not concerning at all.
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
Huh? Nani? But why?
It'll become clear in time, but for now, you need to concentrate, Reinosuke. It's about to begin.
I'm just gonna watch
I'll do him, I guess.
Is that one guy bald? I gotta ask.
The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruto.
The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
Also, I have to say something about the prosecutor's name. His name is a pun on ouchie. Like pain.
Yeah, it's always
Ouchie.
pain. Yeah.
No, but it's ouchie.
Yeah.
As is the defense.
Before we begin, there is one point of order I'd like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate.
Correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to the trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial?
Your mom.
Oh, I get it.
This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do... I need to answer quickly! What did I do?
Wait and see.
Nope.
Wait and see.
Answer I do. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate for his...
Yes! I'm just gonna call it yes now.
What is this meaning of this true unruly outburst?
I would like to inform the court that Arnold Wright will be defending myself.
Yeah, Arnold Wright.
You'll be what?
It's friggin' Rhinosuke doing. What are you playing at, Rhinosuke?
Professor Mikitoba told me everything just now before the trial.
He did what?
He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose.
Sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off?
No, it's not that like that, really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you...
Get a room!
I knew that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikitoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in.
Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself today. Yeah.
Well. Has the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel? Really?
Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so? Naruhodo-san.
Oh, yes, exactly! Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all.
Oh god, guys.
In fact, my mind's a complete blank. Oh, hey, look, it's the right face. It's the Phoenix Wright face.
How many times have I seen that face before? Oh yeah.
It's just less spiky.
Oh, I love this post so much. I love this post so much. I don't know why.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I realize that you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. I love Kazuma. Kazuma is
Kazuma's
absolutely
like,
amazing.
it turns me off.
Oh, Uchi? Uchi?
I say. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated the most heinous crime indeed.
As you're no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of the Judiciary of Japan. If you're looking for the Supreme Court of Jiu-Jitsu, it's next door, by the way. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruto? Yes, Your Excellency! It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you've undertaken. My competence? What the fuck does he mean by that?
I love the eye movement. He's questioning your ability to do the job.
Well, you can't be questioning it more than I am.
Just add this, just the animations and the expression for everyone in this game is
And
I know.
amazing.
I'm also gonna say this too, the fucking music. Oh my god. The music
So,
is amazing
yeah.
in this game.
It is, actually. So, let us start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yes! Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in the case. Well, that's easy enough. I've heard this name more times than I can remember. But, wait. I'm so nervous, I can't even remember that. What was it again?
He's pulling a Phoenix Wright. Rhinosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank.
You know me so well.
All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that! Where the fuck is the court record, dude?
It's simple. You can access the court record with the press of RB.
What the fuck is RB, Kazuma? Tell me these letters!
If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there.
Yay, RB.
I must just press RBs for the court record. Okay, there's no time to lose. This is the left. Oh, never mind, you got.
This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with RB. You'll find details about the victim here. When you're done, just press B to go back.
Alright, let's go read these. Kazuma Osogi, a second-year student at the university. He's my best friend despite being a student and a qualified defense lawyer as well. Eugene Mikitoba, a medical school professor at the university. He's an authority for forensic medicine and Kazuma's mentor. Tatsuki Ouchi, the lead prosecutor of the case, who would appear to have little love for changes in the cultural reform that was brought. John H. Wilson, the victim of the case. He's a visiting professor of medicine at the university from the British Empire.
Remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press Y to present. Try now.
Excuse me! I think the victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
Dr. John Madden.
John Madden. You know what? We're just gonna call him John Madden now.
Oh no, John Madden's dad? John Madden!
Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
John Madden.
was a visiting professor from England and invited to Yume University 3 years ago.
Indeed. Which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. Take a note, kids. This is actual history. As most of you are aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations.
Can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
Is this legit?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's legit.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil.
I can find an Englishman.
You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor?
But I didn't do it.
No, it wasn't called the Treaty of Friendship, it was called the Treaty of Commerce, but yeah.
It's called the Treaty of Versailles. I'll see myself out.
Alright.
Yeah, bye.
Later, bitches.
Adios.
This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter.
Given the fact that I need to play this game at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. Your call.
To be fair, it's the first trial.
It is the first trial, but I played a little more of the first trial before coming to this stream, and I was,
don't.
like, freaking the fuck out. I sent videos to Kyle, like, freaking out.
I can confirm this.
I was
Okay.
like screaming at my TV. I was like, fucking bitch!
I don't blame you either.
Yeah.
I had the same reactions.
Like, I do have to say this. For the first trial, it is a fucking good trial. It makes me excited for, like, the rest of the game. Alright. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, isn't it?
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman.
Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime! I don't think we need to repeat this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat this. Oh. Yeah.
The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at our university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't think I know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. So, I went over to the professor's table and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, defendant. Yes, you can see. How did the professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death. The cause of death. Well, obviously that was,
Marinosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence.
By evidence? But how?
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now.
Well, let's do it now.
Yeah.
Excuse me! According to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma.
That voice is really starting to
Learn to
irritate me.
read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report, I take it.
Sorry, yes. That's right. The post-mortem report.
No S. A doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
Ah, I see.
Sounds like a horrible system.
Oh, naruhodo! As long as I'm not going to be tested any of this later.
Yeah, this time period is in like 1890 something.
Actually,
Yeah.
case in point, this line right here, the fact that photographs are a new thing.
Yes.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
This
speaking
is a
of.
so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime.
That looks like a gunshot to me.
You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet holes produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Thank you, counsel. The judge accept this modern scientific evidence into the record.
Yay, modern scientific evidence.
So that's a photographic print. Oh, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to drawing. The detail's incredible. Alright, that's enough looking at the paper, at the piece of paper that has a photographic print. I am very satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial. Oh.
AOG?
Sorry, 1 second.
Okay.
I may as well. Someone wanna try to voice him?
Looks at my invisible watch. When is this trial gonna be over?
Excuse me? Cosmo, what's he doing? He just put his hands on the table. He's just staring at us.
I know, it's kind of creepy.
Should we say something? I don't know if we should say something.
No.
I don't think the judge just closed his eyes for a second. I think we should just wait.
The judge is playing on his phone instead of doing his job.
Oh, objection! This is the 1890s. Their phones haven't been existed, idiot. Sorry, he's playing with this piece of paper. He's just drawing on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
There you go.
Phones haven't been exist.
No, we were talking about how you were just standing there. So we're like, "What's the judge doing?" He was saying,
just playing with his chopsticks instead of doing his job.
"Yeah, because we can't. We gotta make it time relevant."
Extra intimidation.
+2 intimidation.
Now,
All right.
young kids like you wouldn't understand.
Back in my
Now,
day.
without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
This is it then.
I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind.
The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba?
Yes. Clearly, you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant.
Ah! Of course. When he was speaking to me with Boar, he simply said, Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he?
Maybe, but any help you could give me would be greatly appreciated!
Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats.
Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. I mean, he has a point.
Hey, it's a good headband.
Ah! Who wants to do it? I think so. I don't know. Someone wants to voice this.
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
John Madden.
Who wants to do,
Hosonaga? I don't know. Kyle! You're doing 2 voices today.
Oh boy, double duty.
Hosonaga.
My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I am the head waiter at a Western-style restaurant called La Carnival.
Jesus Christ, this guy looks like the bellhop guy. God.
Hon. Oh, that's not a good sign.
Are you alright? You seem to be, coughing up some,
It's a regular occurrence. It doesn't really bother me.
Well, it really should.
As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery, 3 days ago.
Understood. Hosonaga-san, you will tell the court kindly everything you can about the incident.
At once, sir.
Genuinely surprised. We don't have any, like, super fucking weird witnesses yet.
Keyword yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
Oh, perspiring maybe, but, aspiring?
It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at that time of day.
This guy feels really fucking professional.
The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied.
That fits within my memory a bit too. There's hardly anyone else at that place. So much for a restaurant.
It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Excuse me! Hold on! Let me just clarify something here. Well, I did pick up the gun I found lying on the floor beside the professor. I didn't shoot him!
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur.
But... The next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, defendant.
Nice.
Don't worry, Rhinosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness.
If I may confirm one point later. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today. Yes, without question. I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student.
Huh? What did you just say? There was no one else around the table.
What's the matter, Rhinosuke?
That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite him at the table.
Really?
And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Yes! Just a moment, please! Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Dear me, dear me. What are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
But I'm sure of what I saw.
Sonogo-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy?
No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone.
I don't believe it.
I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day.
Kyle, I just want to interrupt and say that are you forcing yourself to cough into situations?
Yes.
A smidge, yes.
Okay. I don't know if it's up to you how you want to do it. I'm just saying I'm not forcing you. No one's forcing you to do it.
You're not obligated to cough, Kyle.
Yeah, the game is doing it for you. and just finding it out. Oh.
Please, have a look if you'd like to.
Beer pack.
Okay. Let me see. Ah, sketch of the establishment's layout, drawn by yourself, I presume?
That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone.
Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter.
Thank you, sir.
The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
Oh, well...
Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once.
Of course. Here you are.
What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now.
Something certainly seems to have shaken him. Business card added! Oh, is he okay? Sounds like he's gonna die.
So, the court has now heard a precise...
Precis, I guess, yeah.
Precis? Is that what that?
Yeah, I guess. Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here.
It's called a précis. It's précis.
Huh.
Defendant Naruto. Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of a crime.
What do you think I should do, Kazuma?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another. Seems. Would it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You said it. Professor Mikitoba said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it?
Well, Nani?
The accused is, in fact, innocent. Then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? But the battle hasn't even begun yet, Rhinosuke. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how a decisive evidence really is. What a king. Kazuma's
Damn.
Indeed.
Scary sometimes.
Prosecutor Uchi, please continue with your proceedings.
Man just takes no shit. Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. No, many call me a saint. I can be a devil when I want to be. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. The prosecution calls its next witnesses.
Very well, officer. Bring forth the witnesses at once. Oh, I don't think I think Jeff's muted. He won't get to see the two witnesses. We got two witnesses in trial. Oh God.
Here we go.
Now this becomes a problem.
I can take over her voice as well.
All right.
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
Yes, sir! The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Issa Nosa reporting for duty, sir!
Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation Nippon. I conduct my trade from Razute, a humble premises in the 2nd District. Kurio Korikuta at your service.
An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing!
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
It must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question. Always post noon. And not infrequently converse with the interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business.
I can't understand a word that old man is saying.
He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have had an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele.
Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct?
Affirmative! The enemy unit was seeking attack the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir! It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir!
This man is as impossible to understand as the other. What the fuck did I get myself into? But I'm almost certain I heard a strange rendering the last thing he said.
So, this is a decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
Yes.
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now, the court will hear from your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Standing ready to report, sir! Oh.
Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon.
Oh no. See, this becomes issues now because now you have you're jumping between witnesses. Ah! I was investigating regulation beefsteak at the restaurants while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
At the precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black university cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, that cowardly little weasel.
I was on my hands and knees, investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
Wow, what a statement. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, has actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second. I'm losing control of my voice. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. What the hell is wrong with your voice, sir?
Times we live in, when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day.
But this is ridiculous! I didn't shoot anyone!
Is that really true, Reinosuke?
Yes! All I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat down drinking some coffee. Sorry, vodka. Then, when I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So, I bent down and just as I was picking it up... Ah.
If that's the truth, there's obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal is.
There is?
Reinosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine witnesses.
To cross-examine?
Do it now!
Do it now!
Do it now!
As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room to doubt the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Certainly. The testimony of that the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial. Excuse me! I have a question! What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? I mean, the defense demands the right to a cross-examination.
Dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
Oh god, how do you know?
The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
The defendant asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
Oh, Kazuma's so commanding. Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses.
Alright, this is where the battle really begins. Okay.
But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination.
Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements.
How? Okay, you know what? Can I just skip through this? Because we all know how to do it.
You didn't fire the gun, which means what the soldier said has to be a lie.
Well, yes, but...
It's just a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence.
Right, evidence.
All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now, let's go, Rhinosuke. Don't let them beat you.
Alright then! It's all or nothing. Also, that was a very puny desk slam.
Well, it makes me laugh because he slams his hands down and then he looks at his hand like, what the fuck did I just do?
He just looks so confused, like, that was not supposed to happen.
Excuse me! Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some kind of new interrogation technique? I actually haven't thought about what I wanted to ask.
Ask about anything that catches your attention. Anything that bothers you.
Okay, I kind of like this level of detail because it actually kind of goes through the moments of like, what the hell do I actually ask? Instead of the game just saying, here's what to ask. It's like, what the fuck do I ask? And it's like, you're probably thinking the same thing, and the game's like, you should just ask what comes to mind.
Yeah, that's one thing I really liked about the first trial of this game is that it is a tutorial trial, but
it's kind of you're kind of in the same shoes as him of like, you don't know what's going on and you don't know what to do. So it actually works a lot better because he's actually not a lawyer.
Yeah, like, it's just so different from past first trials, because at least with Phoenix, Apollo, and Athena, they at least, like, were law students, they knew how it worked. Ryunosuke legitimately has no idea how any of this works.
Yeah.
He's legit just, like, listening to Kazuma and kind of figuring it out on his own.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it ties in well with the animations as well, because they give him, like, the crazy eyes and everything.
Yeah.
It shows that Rhinosuke is, like, terrified. Like, he has no idea what the fuck is going on.
He has no idea what the hell he's doing, yeah. Alright then, this, beefsteak you mentioned, what kind of food is that? Attention! Beefsteak is a delicious cut of veal, vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served piping hot. If food could receive medals of honor, beefsteak would almost be highly decorated as cutlet. Right, I see. Thank you, sir. So, next question. I like how he still raises his hand every time.
Right.
This cutlet you mentioned, what kind of food is that? Attention! Cutlet is a delicious cut of veal tossed in breadcrumbs and deep fried in cooking oil. Accept your guilty verdict, atone for your crimes, and when you're released from prison, try it. Yes, sir, I will, sir. On the double, sir.
Sorry to interrupt, but how about trying to stick to questions that are relevant to the case?
Oh my god, that pose again. He's like, seriously, man, what the fuck are you doing? Oops, sorry, I'll do my best. So, next question. Is it just me, or do you keep hearing a sort of wah crying noise? Negative! Well, at least we learned he's a big beef lover. It's not easy knowing what questions to ask. He has a point. I have no idea what you're talking about!
A Koban, boy.
Koban? You mean an old Edo coin?
The day prior to the incident, a treasure of exceptional value from the Hawaii period entered my possession. I took myself to the restaurant the following day with said item secreted in my bosom pocket. In the hope of an athletic cognizant, I don't know how to say that, appraise of its indisputable value being present.
So, you're hoping to sell your Koban coin to Sergeant Nosa, who you met at the restaurant? Kyle.
Oh. Yes, it's quite clear where you're going with this, boy. You were out to assert that a penniless soldier would have no hope of purchasing a precious Koban. Isn't that so?
Well... You little upstart cadet! You want to add disrespecting a superior officer to your list of crimes, do you? Blind subordination!
No, I didn't say anything. Although, penniless might just be the word I was looking for.
In any case, the hour was already advanced beyond that of the midday election. There remained precious few present with whom I could engage in discourse about matters of business. Every time he shakes in his animation, all I just look at is the earlobes just...
Oh my god, I could just notice that right now. Yeah.
I did not notice that before.
Yeah, I just noticed that. Holy shit.
The gentleman aside me who was grappling with his braised veal at the time was my sole prospect.
I see.
Yeah, I love the animations. The animations are so good.
Excuse me! So, you're saying that you actually saw me at the time?
Ah, affirmative! I saw you! Laughing, cackling like a madman as you trained in the barrel of your gun on the English civilian!
That's impossible! I only...
To confirm just one point, please.
What's that, Private?
Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, it seems to me that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over to the victim's table.
And saw a foot if it was!
Well, if that really is the case, it would mean that you didn't in fact see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun.
And double R! My sixth sense.
Sorry?
My sixth sense of danger! I picked up in the waves of murderous energy radiating from your foul mind. Which means... a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, cadet!
Surely that's not really possible, is it?
Do you think I got to where I am today in the army if I couldn't sense danger near, son?
It would seem the soldier is absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed.
This is not good.
Are you confused?
Hold on, I'm just looking through evidence. I haven't actually done that yet. Alright, time of death, 9, shortly after 2. Single bullet fired at close range, fatal hemorrhage to the plethoric ballistic trauma. No exit wound, bullet did not pass through the body. And then, so it never passed through. Yeah.
You're missing something. It's not in the evidence, it's in the statement.
Yeah, okay. Excuse me! So this black uniform university kit, you're saying that was...
Ah! I've had just about enough of your sauce, cadet! Who else did you see around here in a black uniform,
Well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but...
It was you, you little weasel! You unfolded the firearm on that man! from behind his back, and you call yourself a citizen of the great empire of Nippon? You disgust me!
That animation too. What is it, Rhinosuke?
I'm not quite sure. It's something that the sergeant just said, but I just can't put my finger on it. Something's playing on my mind.
In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you gathered in the court record. And if you find an inconsistency there with what the witness just said, then don't hold back. Present the evidence to the court. Thrust it in the...
Hold on. So, the black unit fired at the cadet, and from the back, of course. Yes!
Rhinosuke just raising his hand.
Just, oh god, what do I do?
Yeah, it's kind of nice to be like, play dumb with Rhinosuke. Because like, we actually don't really know too much about this game, so we're playing through it for the first time too, trying to figure everything out.
What? Where are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache. An inconsistency, sir! I mean, yes! There's a clear inconsistency here!
What nonsense. What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know?
Well, obviously, I know what I want to say, but the words won't come out of my mouth.
I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency. There is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom.
So frustrating!
Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court.
Kazuma, what? Nani?
What are you talking about?
It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there is a clear... I don't want to say that. Here with the sergeant's statement.
What?
Sergeant Yasanosa.
Yes, sir! What is it, sir?
The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on an English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Yes, sir! Affirmative, sir! I witnessed the crime with my very own military-grade eyes, sir.
Yes! But no, that just can't be.
And why not, cadet?
Because...
Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest.
Ah.
Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
Thunder. What the fuck? What? Nani, the fuck was that? Something just popped up from the back, from behind his back, but he just pushed it down again.
Certainly, this is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious steak of Love Carnival steak, sir.
What?
The court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. The witness, Sergeant Yasanosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
That's absurd.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom.
Cousin,
That's
what the
point!
That's the line, though.
Cousin, what the fuck did you just say?
Oh boy.
Yeah!
That's
an amateur prosecutor like he is.
Whoa! There's just been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial, just from that one discrepancy. Oh, here it is! Here it comes! So this what being an ace attorney is all about. Oh, he said it! He said it! He fucking said it! The title! He said the thing! He said it! I'm sorry, I'm overreacting, but you know, it's extremely rare that Ace Attorney actually says the word Ace Attorney in the game. So it's a huge deal when I saw this for the first time.
Well, especially since Rhinosuke is the great Ace Attorney.
So it's like, it's just ironic that he's saying this.
But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
Yes, but I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up off the floor.
And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot earlier either?
Myself? I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interests me not.
Oh, baby.
I was far too busy on the fly.
Too busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing?
Hunting for treasure. Treasure? Indeed! The Hoy Era Koban, my prize koi.
I was thinking about to point out that this old man goes from like curious
Like-
old man to just I'm gonna shake a bitch in about half a second.
Each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my attitude to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest for my shot, Rasute.
In the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you?
On the day under scrutiny, it was due the military man that I proffered my Hoy treasure. Believed that he would purchase such a rare find, I did not, but I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was no more. It simply vanished.
The Koban vanished?
Hunting around under the table, I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there. And then it happened. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did. But I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoey treasure. Nothing could distract me.
God, that guy's face though.
Interest. Did you find the coin in the end? Oh, my stream froze.
Oh,
Oh.
he said no.
I see. That lamentable day, the precious Hoy Koban was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself.
As I'm sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon.
Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels, it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now.
What is your position? prosecutor, Ochi.
Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back.
Huh?
Eyewitnesses have further testimony to make.
Explain.
Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear. There is only one person who could have possibly committed this despicable crime. Equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
NANI?!
He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he?
Why, yes, I do.
Very well, the court invites the witnesses to testify again. He will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear?
As clear as Kiriko Glass, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative. This is the newest member of the Nosa family rising up to the ranks, sir. Name, Aido.
Aido Nosa.
It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford an Eddie.
Aido, attention! Your father is about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, boy.
That is one baby just peeking out over the shoulder.
He was like, "Hey, I'm here." Even if,
Alright. We sound a whale all the time.
Yeah. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, that young lad in black. That much I myself did see.
Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself.
Sorry, excuse me. Therefore, no one other than a black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. These testimonies are certainly compelling. Yes! Wait, that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all.
Please, enough of these outbursts already.
But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. Everyone must have seen her.
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies. It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact.
Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, Counsel?
Indeed. Of the table at which the victim is dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is only one place set.
Certainly, based on the superior prints of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. This doesn't make any sense. The court will add this new photographic evidence to the court record. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that no one else saw the woman.
He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well.
But that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph their part in Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we just heard leave no further room for doubt.
These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the tree with Great Britain. To think that Akatsuchi Aochi, have contributed to the amity of these two great empires is an honor.
Oh hey, I've seen that head before.
Hey.
How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule!
Dang tall, Inosuke. It's not over yet.
What?
If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination.
I don't know, Kazuma. The defense is entitled to the cross-examination of the witness, but make it quick. Understood?
Rules can be so unbending at times.
Yes, it may be true that it was holding gun at the point in time. But I told you already, that's only because it picked it up off the floor!
Well, obviously, as the culprit, the only way you could explain it away.
I had just finished drinking my coffee and I was about to leave the restaurant when I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. And exactly at that moment, a gunshot rang in my ears.
Full of events beyond our control, life is.
Sorry? What did you mean?
In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. Whereas conversely,
Alright, bye.
I failed to pick up the Koban from the floor and found myself in an equally testing predicament as a result. Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did see you, with pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner.
You must have noticed something else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
As you have been at pains to point out time and again, I feel I'm going to callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman.
If only there were more people at the dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed her.
Fortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant.
I know. Of course the place is almost empty. It's what you'd expect. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of time to eat. I wonder if there was any reason why the victim was eating at that time of day, and why he was alone.
Yes, Your Excellency. There was indeed a reason.
There was?
This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
What is that, Counsel?
It is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
Hata Clinic. Yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question. 19th November, noon to past 1 p.m.
The very day of the incident.
So, the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case.
I wonder. What do you think, Renosuke?
Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really.
Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful.
Should I ask for it to be submitted? Yes!
Submit everything in Ace Attorney.
If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency.
On what grounds? The court has already heard a conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Whether or not they are concerned is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible evidence.
I beg your pardon.
You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence.
Very well. The court will grant the defense's request.
Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend.
Oh no. Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record.
What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first.
Right, I hear you.
Kyle.
You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, correct Hassan.
Excellent work, Rhinosuke. We gleaned some new information now.
Well, yes, but I don't think it changes much. I can't see it brings any real discrepancies to light.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before.
Oh, you mean this? Here you go.
Yes. This is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail.
How exactly? Oh, nice. He just pops up with the gigantic sign with the court record.
You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine. Press A, and you can take a closer look at the piece in question.
I got a question. Do we have to actually go through this? Because I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I think you can do it.
Let's just skip this. Yeah, you can rotate it at angles. You can use that to move the cursor. Wow, Kazuma, this box that actually moves is actually really, that animates itself is really cool.
The animations in this game is like so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like it's so good.
They're so well done.
Yeah.
And it feels like there's a lot more of them too.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card. See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining it in more detail.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. I need to use that. I need to use RS, and LS, and AA to inspect the areas of evidence that look suspicious. I have no idea what the fuck they mean, but I'm gonna do that. It's nice to know that you can actually view what the evidence says, as some of the evidence says as well, right away. Let's go look at it! Hey! Hey, look, it's animations!
This is some kind of medical history. And there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia.
Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out?
It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief.
Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. Although, it's hard to believe that there's anything that can actually stop you from feeling pain.
There's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anesthetic effects have passed.
Really?
Sounds like information worth bearing in mind.
Medical record updated. with this information, the meaning of one particular statement had totally changes!
Oh, I think it's time we listen to testimony again, don't you?
Of course. But first, you know, now that I have that ability, I'm gonna go look at everything.
Hey.
My personal student number is engraved on the back here. If you lose your PIN, they won't accept you as a UMA student at the university. You may not come in. As they say. You may not come in, as they say. Oh god, that's funny. Of course, you can get a new PIN made if you can just tell them your number. I've actually lost mine twice already, but I still don't know my student number by heart. I always say to myself, I mustn't forget to write it down somewhere. But then I forget not to forget that.
Classic.
I love that pun. It's amazing.
You may not come in.
It's so good.
No, I don't think we can. Not yet.
It has to.
Alright, let's go keep looking at evidence.
This plan of the restaurant raises a number of questions, I think.
Actually, I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna play autoplay for this for a sec. Oh, that's interesting.
Position of everything following the incident. But there's nothing to show the woman you say you saw there.
Exactly, and that's not all. Look here in the upper left where it says kitchen.
Oh yes, what of it?
No one would use those complicated characters to write kitchen, especially not if they're in a hurry.
You mean you don't remember those characters yourself, don't you? Study harder, Rhinosuke.
Ooh, Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga. Priority Chief Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
Waiter has been for secret things.
Methinks.
I forgot what this opens up.
You know it? Well, it said in his medical report that he couldn't have food or drink 3 hours after his procedure. But since it happened at 2, that's not 3 hours.
I'm gonna quickly go save because that's the most logical thing to do in this game.
Always gotta save.
Also, I just want to point out look how many fucking saves are in this game. 20. Why the fuck do you need? Why the fuck do you need 20?
Well, if you think about it, it's for the Great Ace Attorney, and it's like the first game, and it's 5 trials, and then the second game, and it's 5 trials.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I mean, if you're one of those people who likes to keep like a ton of backup saves.
Well, I think
So what are you wittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer?
I wish I could, but first and foremost, here, I'm the accused.
Rhinosuke. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it.
Thanks, Kazuma.
I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully, you knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking.
Alright. Thanks for the advice. Korekuta-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim.
I see. I don't see. What of it, boy?
Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement, something clearly doesn't add up.
I love that animation so much.
Oh, it's great. Dear me, dear me. Have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur?
Sorry, what?
You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel.
But...
Let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant.
But that's
Remember, Rhinosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point.
Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There is surely no need to prolong this trial further. The witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else besides this pale-faced pupil who... Oh, fuck.
He finally did it! This medical report card has nothing to do with the case? Do you really believe that?
That outburst half petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could I possibly be relevant?
Perhaps because Hada Clinic, which issued a report card, is a dental clinic.
Dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just a tooth extracted.
What's this now?
And furthermore, if I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating.
Just what are you trying to say, Cadet? He had orders not to eat? So what?
It's all written up here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off. Oh.
What? No. That can't...
Korekuta-san!
What, boy? What?
As you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all.
No.
Additionally, there is more. You have assured the court that with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case. Because the victim, as we now know, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the setbacks of the anesthetic. Ah!
Excellently done.
What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photograph. You can clearly see the plate of...
He just interrupted him. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. It even
savage.
I just noticed it actually even does the objection. Even reads the objection too. That's interesting.
We often knew Kazuma was savage. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic? He's a savage man.
How dare you?
Grimy old man. I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned. Wouldn't you agree, Rhinosuke?
Yes, most definitely. So, having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who, in fact, was eating the pictured beef steak? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel? Counsel? Oh! That means me, doesn't it?
Alright, the answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of you turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of.
Got it! So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been... I mean, I really should know who it is, but let's go. I'm just gonna do better safe than sorry. Obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
Will not let let this go, will you? There was no such person.
Yes! There was, because I saw her!
The incident occurred when you know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything.
Excuse me, I'm out of frame! Oh, there you go.
Yet, we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else eating it. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial relentlessly.
Cosmo?
Are you insane? You would take on the government?
Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you.
What do you mean?
I have issue with them. Those two witnesses in the stand.
What are you talking about?
You have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, obviously you will be charged with perjury.
Perjury?
And since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing.
Complicit? In murder?
No! Hold it! Negative! There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. I was just following orders.
That's right, as the man says. You say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us.
Dr. I think you might have goofed.
Oh.
What? Nani? What did you say, Kurota-san? Ugh. Oh my god.
No.
You were just following orders?
Now hold on, lad. I was,
Say you never saw the gentlewoman.
Uh-huh.
When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas?
What?
What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair?
Just one simple slap of the tongue! Oh, order! Council, explain what's going on here.
Thankfully, clear now. You tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this.
Then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut? That's classified. Stop it.
So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you?
You wouldn't. This can't be happening.
Ryanosuke. Judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe AUG has any idea about it.
What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. You can only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose.
Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit.
So we need to name whoever tried to keep. So we need to name whoever it was who tried to make these witnesses keep their mouths shut.
Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here.
But how? How can we possibly?
Remember how we made progress before?
Before?
We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose.
I want answers!
Pause. I know what to look for.
Well, that's unexpected.
What is?
Look, do you see it says the witness's name here? Satoru Hosonaga.
Well, yes, business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point.
It's not the name that's unexpected. It's his job title.
His job? Oh! Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector? What on earth?
I have no idea. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. They're wielding it somehow here.
Waiter's business card has been updated. Well, we have our evidence.
I want answers!
If this is proven, if it's proven that the witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe.
Please, wait. Your Excellency. I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing!
And what does the defense have to say about all this? Well, Your Excellency. No time to think. I'm just going to have to close my eyes and shout the first thing that comes to my head.
Deep breath.
Besides the prosecution, the only person with necessary influence in witnesses is... Obviously, we do know who it is. Yes! Well, surely that would be... Satoru Hosonaga-san. Hosonaga-san? The waiter who took their stand earlier?
Poppycock! What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that even the head waiter could not possibly have that level of influence.
Well, I would agree with you. If, that is, the man truly were a waiter.
What? If he truly were?
Come on, Rhinosuke. Time to hit this court with the truth.
Yes! The planned restaurant sketched by the man in question? I agree, it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure where we conclude anything. Sorry, Your Excellency, that's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest. I beg your pardon? Oh, or perhaps I should have said the front? Yes! It's the front of the back of the card. That's what the telling detail is. Would somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say?
Hosonaga-san sketched the plan on the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card.
I fucked up.
The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession. His true profession.
The waiter's profession, but that's surely good. Good gracious!
That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
What? The waiter is police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before?
The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power. Absolute power, as far as regulars civilians are concerned. So, witnesses there and stand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene?
Well... Hold it! Oh! Inspector Hosonaga!
The waiter makes his return.
Oh, right, Malcolm isn't here, so... Or no, it wasn't Malcolm, it's Kyle. It's Kyle who did this.
I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility.
Yes, I remember it now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card.
I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake.
So you mean to say, you really are a detective?
But why would a detective be working in a restaurant as a why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Ah, of course! Your salary must be terrible!
I was working undercover.
Ah, we just had a nod to Detective Gum. I just heard hundreds of years, like 200, 300 years later, Detective Gumshoe crying in the background because of his salary. Undercover?
Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover.
Incidents? Oh, sorry.
That's me, right?
Sorry. I'm just gonna dart my eyes back and forth.
Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents?
That would be a classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide.
Very well then, Inspector Hosonaga, but you will elaborate 1 point for the court.
Of course, Your Excellency.
We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. If that's indeed true, clearly you would also have been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner before. Therefore, I am led to assume that you, in your professional capacity as a police officer, you required these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct?
Correct, Your Excellency.
Unbelievable!
As I suspected.
As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady, whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman.
So the truth comes out.
I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the Bureau. It was then that I received some special orders.
Special orders? You mean to say...
Remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders.
But what if this Englishwoman was the killer?
I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. Today, an Englishwoman is the primary suspect. Well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question.
That's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case.
But it's not right! Oh, I have no control over what's going on.
Possibility does spring to mind.
What do you mean, Cosmo?
Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. And I'm fairly certain that one of them is studying in a medical faculty's research laboratory. Is a young Englishman.
What?
You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour.
You mean...
When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first.
Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector.
The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table is a certain Miss Giselle Burnett.
Jezebel... Wait, what? Wait, what? What's her name? Oh, okay, it wasn't... Oh, never mind, hold on.
History.
Jezebel Brett... Is that supposed to be Jezebel? I don't know. You know, I don't... Yeah. Anyway.
Let me look it up here.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what this is.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how exactly her name was spelled. And how to say it, her name. Hold up.
I feel it's either Giselle or Zai.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be something like that. Let me see here. Giselle.
Giselle?
Giselle.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Oh. Oh, did you read that sentence? I don't remember.
No. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Yume University's medical faculty. What is happening here? I admit that under orders from the Police Bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence on the scene, and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in these testimonies. It must now be up to Her Excellency to decide how to deal with the situation.
Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now just discovered that this premise is false, it would be a dissertation of our justice system to ignore the truth and give out a ruling at this point.
Your Excellency! That would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions.
Calm yourself, Counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings in my courtroom. Inspector Hosonaga.
Yes, sir.
You will locate this Jezali Bet and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency.
At once, Your Excellency. But that means I'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau. As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly.
So, it won't be a problem?
And he's got some fight in him. Nothing gets in my way.
Except maybe possibly dying. Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah. Your Excellency.
Good. Then we will have a 30-minute recess before reconvening. Ooh! It's kind of rare to have a first case actually have a part 2.
Yeah.
It has a part 3 too. Like.
Hey, spoiler! Spoiler alert!
For
okay.
the first trial, it is long. Are we continuing? Because I may go to bed.
No, we've hit. No, it's a good
Yeah.
time to stop. We've hit our 2-hour quota.
Yeah, because I also need to go to bed pretty soon.
Yeah, I gotta go to work tomorrow. But I'm not working on Thursday, so I'll be here all day for the stream next Thursday.
Yeah, I'll be able to fire it up next Thursday. Okay, that's the Ace Attorney stream tonight. I already closed the game because I have the ability to do that without having to go through the dumb menu. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. Next week, I think what we'll be doing now that the game is out, we'll probably be jumping between the two. So I might still fire one on Tuesday, and then we'll fire one on Thursday. We might just make Great Ace Attorney on Tuesdays and regular Ace Attorney on Thursdays. Maybe. I don't know.
We still have to get through that last case.
Yeah, we have to get through the last case, and we still have 2 more games from the trilogy to go through, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Alright, thank you for watching, everyone!
Bye!
We'll see you another time.
Bye.